Welcome to this EWM session. So we'll start with the basics first, that is EWM functionalities. Why we are going to discuss about the EWM? I mean, it's for any business. Why business is going for the EWM? So very first thing, what is the warehouse management? So warehouse management system is nothing but a key part of supply chain. So for any supply chain, warehouse management system is very critical, and it primarily aims to control the movements and storage of the material within the warehouse, right? And process associated transaction. We have a material, we have the product in a warehouse. So to sell it or receive the product, we need to do the associated transaction. The transaction in terms of say receiving, put away, picking, and shipping. So these four transactions are basically the basic pillar for any warehouse management system, be it your SAP EWM or any other warehouse management system. But these four pillars will remain there. That is receiving, put away, and shipping. So we will discuss them one by one. So what is the receiving? So receiving is nothing but, say we have a purchase order. So once the material is arrived at our warehouse gate, we do the goods receipt and we put somewhere in the, say this is the goods receipt area, and these are the final storage racks, rack A and rack B. So this step is nothing but receiving of the material, receiving of the material. Now after receiving, say we do some packing, repacking of this material. Right, from here to here, we do some packing, repacking. Now this green product belongs to green storage type and blue belongs to blue storage type. So next step is, after receiving, we do the put away. We do the put away into the respective storage type of this product. So that is the next step. That is put away, putting away to desired storage locations. Now say we have system sales order and we have created the outbound delivery. Now based on the outbound delivery, we will have a picking warehouse task. Picking in the sense, we pick from here to here. Say here some packing table is there, and from here to here. So this is nothing but the picking activity. Now after the picking, we ship the product to the particular customers, right? Before shipping, we keep it in some goods issue staging area, and we will load and ship it to the customer. So that is nothing but a shipping. So in nutshell, these are the four basic activity for warehouse: receiving, put away, picking, and shipping, right? Now coming to the EWM, why we are going to use the EWM functionality? What are the different functionality EWM has and other modules, say WM, SAP ERP WM does not have? So basically we will compare between these two and we'll understand the EWM functionalities. So very first important function is stock and bin management. In both the WM and EWM, we can manage the stock at the bin level. So that is possible. Next is a storage unit management. Now what is the meaning of storage unit management in WM and what is there in EWM, that we will see. So here in SAP EWM, we have like a LE quantity, right? So whenever the product we do the final, for the product we do the final put away. For the bin, some quantity is defined based on its capacity. So here in this case, imagine a bin is there and its capacity is to store the 4 products. So for this bin, storage unit quantity or LE quantity will be the 4 eaches. 4 eaches. Now in SAP EWM, we can store the product in eaches, or in terms of, say this is a carton, and in carton we are going to store the 4 product, or a pallet, or entire pallet can be act as a unit of measure. So that is nothing but a quantity classification. Based on the quantity, we are going to define the storage unit or unit of measurement. So here for each case, a loose product, we can define each case. If you are going to store it in a box, then the quantity classification will be 1 carton, and 1 carton is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 eaches. Similarly, if we are going to use a pallet as a quantity classification, then 1 pallet is equal to 2 carton boxes we are going to store, and this 2 carton is equal to 8 eaches. 2 cartons is equal to 8 eaches. So for this product, we are going to mention 3 unit of measures: eaches, carton, and pallet. So we can store in terms of all three as well in EWM in terms of quantity classification. Now, after the quantity classification, we have put away and remove strategy. So both WM and EWM has a put away strategy and remove strategy. So put away strategy basically we define based on the size, shape, and types of the product. Say types in the sense, say part family, say electrical, all the electrical products. So electrical parts such as wires, cables, switches, we can store in a single storage type. So whenever the product is received, the put away strategy will be defined in such way that it will always go to the rack A. So all the electrical parts. Say for rack B, all the fastener parts. Fastener in the sense nuts and bolts and all other parts, automobile parts. We will define put away strategy in such a way that the product always goes to the rack B. All the fasteners relevant part will go to the B. Or say some cold storage part, say milk product and all those. So put away strategy will be defined in such a way that all the milk products will go in a rack C only. So likewise, we can define the put away strategy. Remove strategy is basically used to pick the product as soon as possible or a fastest way. So nearest bin for the fast moving product, nearest bin or the nearest to the packing station will be decided based on the storage type and storage section strategies. That is remove strategies. So this is how the remove strategy works. Now the next important function in EWM is replenishment. So what is a replenishment? Imagine there are two zones in a warehouse. One is a primary zone or a peak phase zone, and another is a reserve zones. So this reserve zone work as a buffer zone for this primary zone, and this replenishment can be defined at the storage type level or at a storage bin level. If we define at a storage bin level, say imagine for a storage bin, we need to define the minimum quantity and maximum quantity. Minimum and maximum. Imagine this is a storage bin. For this storage bin, I am going to define minimum 3 quantity and maximum 4 quantity. Maximum 4 quantity. Now, say we have one open warehouse task and we pick one product from here and one product from here. Now the minimum quantity at both the bins has gone below or up to 3, or minimum 3, right? So as soon as it's reached the minimum quantity, a replenishment will be run. A replenishment will be run. A replenishment is a process will be run, and warehouse task will be created from reserve zone to primary zone. Say from here to here for one quantity, because maximum 4 quantity we have defined, minimum 3 and maximum 4. So space of one quantity is there. So for one quantity, warehouse task will be created from reserve zone to primary zone. Same for this as well. So this is our replenishment. There are 5 types of replenishment that we will discuss during the replenishment topic: planned replenishment, order related replenishment, crate part replenishment, automatic replenishment, and manual replenishment. These are the 5 types. After replenishment, we have a peak logic. So peak logic is basically to pick the product, say based on FIFO, or we can have a LIFO. First in, first out, last in, first out. So imagine these 6 products I have received on different dates: 1st May, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. If I have set a picking strategy as a FIFO, then first in the first product, that is which I received on 1st May, will be picked first. First in, first. If it is LIFO, then The product which I have received on 6th May will pick first for the against any order. Last in, first out. Now, within the LIFO or within the FIFO, we can decide more stringent. Say last in, the least quantity, LQ, LILQ, last in least quantity, meaning say here on 6th May at a three different times, at three different times, I have received these three quantities. Say first goods received 5 quantity, second goods received 4 quantity, and third goods received I received 2 quantity. So my strategy is last in least quantity. So which quantity will be picked first here in this case? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Sunil.
Yeah. So here in this case, last in least quantity, that is the
Last in
quantity
two.
2. Yeah,
Yes.
this will be picked first.
But there is no concept of
Then we
last
have
in, last out, last in, first out, LIFO.
LIFO is there, last in first out.
But
So in this
okay,
case,
but they will
yeah, the least quantity that is more stringent. Say here last in first out based on only GR date. But
Mhm.
GR date is also and least quantity is also. Last in 6th May. In that 6th May, what is the least quantity? This is the least quantity,
Mhm.
right? So this
No,
way we can define.
sir, FIFO is there, LILQ is there, and what about last in, first out, LIFO? Will
LIFO
it
is
be there?
also there. Yeah, LIFO is
So we
also
have.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can define stringent way, right? So last in list
Okay,
out.
okay, okay.
Yeah, last in list out based on SLED, shelf life expiration date. That also we can define.
Yeah.
Multiple way. Yeah, we can go on adding. Now next is a handling unit management. So what is a handling unit? Handling unit is basically your packaging material and a product. Packaging material and a product. So it's combination of these two. So how to create this packaging unit, handling unit? What are the different functionalities that have? That we will discuss in the HU management topic, right? So basically, to understand the handling unit, this is the basic understanding. It is a your packaging material. Packaging material may be a carton box, pallet, like that, and your product. And it will always carry a this handling unit unique identification number, both in ECC as well as in EWM. Now next is the yard management. So what is a yard? So consider this image. So this is our warehouse, or let's say yeah. So this is a warehouse, and this is the outside area of a warehouse, where we can see yeah, this is a better image. This is a gate in operation. This is the gate area. From here, we can do the check in and check out. Then vehicles will be parked here, and after the parking, say if the door is available, then it will be loaded for either loading or unloading, loading or unloading. So check-in, check-out, parking, loading, unloading. So these activities will be done under the yard management, and this is the outside area of a warehouse. So that is nothing but yard. Say here. So yard represents an enclosed area outside of the warehouse where vehicles are check-in, check-out, park, assign warehouse door for a loading and unloading activity. So this vehicle loading is going on. Here this vehicle unloading is going on. Yeah, this is our EWM warehouse. Check-in, parking bins. So this is the door area bins, and this is a checkout. Now next is a VAS. VAS is nothing but your value added services. So some products which needs activities such as labeling, painting, polishing, like that, right? So normally those products which are prone to corrosion, we do some oiling or polishing or lubrications or like that, right? So that is nothing but a VAS activity. Or some products which require certification. Certification, this is quality standard. So that certification activity is also a VAS activity, right? Or some products, a glass product. So we need to check it and verify whether the product is how to handle it, right? So we will apply the sticker of handle with care. So those activities are basically the VAS activities. So this is a VAS work center. Here you can see the product is available. They are applying some labels like that. So that is nothing but VAS activity, value added services. Now next is a opportunistic cross docking, that is OCD. Say during the normal process, imagine this is a simple warehouse layout. We receive the product, we keep in a GR staging area, and we create a put away task and we do the put away, right? Now whenever we have open sales order, we create the delivery, we create the picking warehouse task, we pick from the rack final storage time, and then we will do some packing, repacking, GI staging area, and shipping. So this is a normal cycle for any product, normal cycle. Now what happened in opportunistic cross docking? Say here, opportunistic cross docking, if we have activated this process for a particular product, then we receive the product, we keep in a GR staging area. That means GR is done, goods receipt is done. Now simultaneously we have a open sales order and a delivery will be created. So as soon as we create a delivery and warehouse task, product will be directly picked from here. It will be picked from GR staging area only. Instead of doing put away and again picking, it will be picked from here. That is nothing but opportunistic cross docking, right? So picking can be, so we do this can be pushed from here, that is from GR staging area to goods issue staging area, or pull from GR staging area likewise. So push and pull strategy is there in the opportunistic cross docking. So the benefit is it reduces the handling of product in a warehouse. Obviously, it will not go here and from here to here. Right? So that handling is reduced. Avoid the damaging during the handling of the product, and additional labor requirement. So obviously the labor will be not required to do the put away and to do the picking, and reduce the storage space requirement. Obviously we are not going to store it here, so space saving is there, and stock keeping cost, that is inventory carrying cost, will be saved. So that is the benefit of opportunistic cross docking. But here in this case, it will not apply to product which have a shelf life expiration date, because system will try to pick from here only. The product which are available here will lead to pilferages and damages. That is the limitation it has. Now next is a deconsolidation, right? Deconsolidation, say we receive the product, right? So vendor has sent these two products in a single box, right? We do the goods receipt, we keep in the GR staging area. Now here there is a packing table. Now we bring it to the packing table, but this is in a single box. This green product belongs to green storage type and blue belongs to blue storage type, right? So we need to separate them, and the separation or splitting is nothing but your deconsolidation. That is nothing but deconsolidation. Now sometime say here, instead of different products, vendor has sent the same products based in the single box only, same product, but say here this green belongs to green storage type, but the bin capacity is only store the one product only. So in that case also we require the deconsolidation, so that this single product will be stored here and this product will be stored here. So that is nothing but deconsolidation, deconsolidate. Next is the slotting and rearrangement. So what is the slotting? slotting is nothing but a process of determining a storage concept. Storage concept, so which storage type, which storage section, which storage bin for a product that ensure the most efficient storage and picking of a goods. Right? Most efficient storage and picking of a goods. So slotting is done and its purpose is for the efficient storage. So optimal storage and picking of a goods. So we should pick the product as fast as possible. So slotting use the previous demand data of the product to define the slotting index. Now based on this slotting index, we do the rearrangement. Rearrangement, here take an example. Say previously, this is the aisle. These all are both the storage racks. These reds are fast moving products and they are stored in a scattered way, right? Not in a defined way. So we want to bring them nearest to the aisles so that picking will be the faster. Picking will be fast. So that process is nothing but rearrangement, right? So all these reds are available here, nearest to the bin, nearest to the aisle. That is nothing but rearrangement. And rearrangement is defined based on, say, your part family or part category, say A category, B category, C category, the fast moving parts, medium moving parts, and slow moving parts, and obviously the slotting index. We need to define slotting index for the each bin. Lowest of slotting index, the optimal is the bin for the storing the product. So that is nothing but slotting and rearrangement. And yes, inventory management. So here inventory is basically there are different ways to do the inventory. Annual inventory, ad hoc inventory, we have cycle counting, and low stock check inventory. Low stock check in the sense whenever the product is done first time in the first annual year in a any empty bin, system will trigger a low stock check. A inventory document will be created to do the inventory of a particular bin. Right? So that is the different types of inventory we have in EWM inventory management. We do the physical inventory and cycle counting, and we do them at the either the storage bin level or product level. Cycle counting is possible only product level only, but the physical inventory, that is annual inventory, both at the storage bin level and product level is possible. We see this in detail. So in physical inventory, we have a physical inventory document, physical inventory area. Difference analyzer is there basically to post the difference between your ERP and EWM. Stock comparison we do. There is a one standard program report to do the stock comparison. And methods for the physical inventory, just like I have mentioned. Ad hoc, annual inventory, cycle counting, low stock check. Right. Then we have a labor management. So labor management is basically to measure the efficiency of labor. Right. And we have here direct labor and indirect labor. Direct labors are those basically which are involved in direct activities. Say this activity in the sense receiving activity, put away, shipping, and your picking activity, and internal movement as well. Indirect labor, those are not involved in all these activities. So the indirect labors are basically involved in your cleaning activity, sweepers, then maintenance works. So all those labors are known as indirect labors, and we can do the measurements, that is efficiency of direct labor and indirect labor in labor management. So this is the important features EWM has. Then here we have a wave management. So wave is basically grouping of warehouse request item. Warehouse request, again, your outbound deliveries. So wave is functionality possible for outbound side only. Say here there are different routes, route A, route B, like that. Say route for Bangalore, route for Delhi, like that. And we have a different warehouse request. Say outbound deliveries, right? And in that outbound delivery, we have a line item 110, line item 20, line item 30. Those are nothing but warehouse request item 10, warehouse request, that is WR item 20, WR item 30. And for this warehouse request, that is outbound delivery, we have a 4-line item. Now, 2-line items of this warehouse request 100, that is 10 and 20, belongs to route A, that is say Bangalore. And line item, that is warehouse request item 10 of this warehouse request 200, belongs to route A, that is Bangalore. So all the 3 warehouse request items will be clubbed together and form a wave. Same for route B. Say line item 20 and 40 from here, and line item 30 from here, like 20, 40 and 30. See here 20.
Route, sorry,
Yeah,
route means it could be like carriers like truck, containers, anything, right? It will be carried in some trucks in the same route.
correct. Same route.
Mm.
So the route is basically route B, say Delhi. So 20, 40 line item and 30 line item will be clubbed together and form a wave 2, right? So once we form a wave, we need to release it. Releasing can be possible automatic, immediate, or manually as well. So once we release it, it will create a warehouse task. Warehouse task for picking. We pick the product and we finally do the shipping route wise. Route A, Bangalore, route B, Delhi, like that. Yeah. So that is nothing but a wave management. Then we have put away strategy, that is a bulk and pallet. During put away strategy topic, we will discuss. Bulk storage basically used for pet industry and tire industry, where products are usually stored in a bulk. See here, some materials that require a large amount of storage space, usually stored in a bulk storage areas. And in this type of scenario, bulk put away strategy is used. Bulk put away. Products that appear in a large quantity take up a large amount of storage space are often stored in a bulk storage areas. In a bulk storage management, each row of the bulk storage area is represented as a storage bin. Each row, this entire row, this entire row, this entire row, as a storage bin. This strategy is used to optimize the utilization of storage area in warehouse. We will see it during put away strategy. There is a bulk storage and there is a pallet put away strategy. So this is about the EWM functionality. There are many other functionalities are there. Say like replenishment, we have seen physical inventory wave, we have seen, and warehouse order creation rules are also there. So these are the basic functionalities I have covered, right? We will see them one by one during our preceding sessions. So if you have any question related to this, you can ask.
How often these classes will be there? Every day or alternate day?
Alternate day, Tuesday, then Thursday
Mhm.
and Saturday in the morning
3 days.
timing. But if you are
Okay.
yeah, if you are
Uh,
available in the evening, then it will be daily basis,
mhm.
8:30 to 9:30.
But 8:30 to 9:30, I joined the fourth session, but already it was these things were already covered. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
joined in the.
No,
Mhm.
I think I will delay that session, right? Say, for some time. You joined this week in the alternate day only. In the alternate day, we will cover it. I thought there is one
Mhm.
more candidate. Why I have started this in the morning. I will ask Shiva because one more candidate is there. We'll see
Mhm.
if two, I think two more candidates are there. So three are there in the morning. So that's why I have started it in the morning only.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is the reason. So we will
So
in
how?
the morning 7 to 8:30 we will keep so that the maximum portion we can cover as soon as possible.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And how about the access and all? Will you be able to help us if in case of anything we stuck in
Yeah.
the
Access.
system?
Access Pro Excellency team will give the access.
Mhm.
SAP access. They will provide you the login ID and password.
But
Yeah.
in case of any help is required, how we need to
Yeah.
share it
If
in.
you need any help, they will create a WhatsApp group, right? So in a WhatsApp
Uh-huh.
group, you can mention your queries, or during our session also you can ask.
Hmm.
Yeah, right. So today we will stop here only. So today we
Hmm.
will cover only this part. Tomorrow we will cover about the deployment options, and if time is there,
Sunil
then
sir, I have one query. Like, are you going to share the syllabus? How what will be covered in that?
yeah, syllabus also I will share.
Hmm.
See, whatever I have discussed now,
Hmm.
syllabus. Syllabus I need to check where I have maintained it. I will share the syllabus. Okay, no worries.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Please share this recording, sir, now, so that I will
yeah,
connect.
I will share recording as well.
Because we have another couple of hours time, I'll go through this recording again. Then I need to
Correct,
move
correct,
to office.
correct, correct. I will share it at in the next 30 minutes. I will share it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think you have
Okay.
our all mail IDs. My mail ID.
Uh, yeah. I have yours. I will share it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Tomorrow we will cover a bit
Thank
more. I think
Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Day after
sorry, day
tomorrow.
after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
thank you. Bye.